できたこの習慣。今日のシェフは作画監督の高坂さん。イタリア料理の腕前はプロ並み。あっという間に売り切れてしまいました。そして迎えた5月11日。原画完成のリミット5月11日を目前にしてあと12カットになりました。最後の力を振り絞って作業を続けますが、もうみんなヘトヘト。連日連夜の残業、そんな中での楽しみはこれ。
スパゲッティできましたよ。
いただきます。
夜11時を過ぎる頃、交代で夜食を作る習慣になっていました。誰が決めたわけでもなく自然にできたこの習慣。今日のシェフは作画監督の高坂さん。イタリア料理の腕前はプロ並み。あっという間に売り切れてしまいました。そして迎えた5月11日。みんなの頑張りでついに全てのシーンの原画が仕上がりました。しかし動画の作業はまだ残っています。スタッフは一息入れる暇もなく、そのまま動画作業に入りました。夜食は貧乏塩ラーメンと張り紙。今夜のシェフは監督自身です。
入れるよ。はい。はい、どんどん入れてください。卵ですね。卵じゃねえよ。玉ですね。玉。
麺はインスタントラーメンを使います。
はい。はい。一つ。二つ。まだまだ。三つ。四つ。五つ。だんだんこう期間があふれてきたな。やばいんじゃないかな。やっぱり10個は限度だな。無理っすよ。だから俺10個だったらまあしょうがない。10個な平均。おい、粉入れてくれ。はい。粉入れて。粉、はい。いいだろう。作る間に作るだろう、下は。はい。全部入れますよ。入れて。はい、次に卵。はい。はい、回し入れて。あ、入れ。少しずつ優しく入れろ。すみません。すがそれ、はい。はい。オッケー。はい、もう火止める。
溶き卵を流し入れた貧乏塩ラーメンオーロラ風の完成。
早く早く飲めるよ。
美味しそうな匂いにつられてあっという間に行列です。
麺の硬さもちょうどいい。
美味しい？ね。
美味しい。
この一言が何よりです。
宮崎さんが作ったんですか？
そうだよ。
嘘。
どうする？みんながドキドキしながら。
ラーメンをすすりながらみんな幸せな気分。ずっと険しい顔をしていた安藤さんもほっとした表情。峠を越えられたのは監督やジブリスタッフたちの土壇場を乗り切る時の持ち前の明るさ。原画完成のリミット5月11日を目前にしてあと12カットになりました。最後の力を振り絞って作業を続けますが、もうみんなヘトヘト。連日連夜の残業、そんな中での楽しみはこれ。
スパゲッティできましたよ。
いただきます。
夜11時を過ぎる頃、 交代で夜食を作る習慣になっていました。誰が決めたわけでもなく自然にできたこの習慣。今日のシェフは作画監督の高坂さん。イタリア料理の腕前はプロ並み。あっという間に売り切れてしまいました。そして迎えた5月11日。みんなの頑張りでついに全てのシーンの原画が仕上がりました。しかし動画の作業はまだ残っています。スタッフは一息入れる暇もなくそのまま動画作業に入りました。夜食は貧乏塩ラーメンと張り紙。今夜のシェフは監督自身です。
入れるよ。はい。はい、どんどん入れてください。
卵ですね。
卵じゃねえよ。
玉ですね。
玉。
麺はインスタントラーメンを使います。
はい。
はい。一つ。二つ。まだまだ。三つ。四つ。五つ。六つ。だんだんこう期間が溢れてきたな。やばいんじゃないかな。やっぱり10個が限度だな。無理っすよ。だから俺10個だったら、まあしょうがない。10個な平均。おい、粉入れてくれ。
はい。
粉入れて。
こんなはい。
いいだろう。作る間に溶けるだろう、下は。
はい。全部入れますよ。
入れて。はい、次に卵。
はい。
はい、回し入れて。あ、入れ。少しずつ優しく入れろ。
すみません。
すがそれ、はい。
はい。
オッケー。はい、もう火止める。どこです。
溶き卵を流し入れた貧乏塩ラーメンオーロラ風の完成。
早く食わないと伸びるよ。
美味しそうな匂いにつられてあっという間に行列です。
麺の硬さもちょうどいい。
美味しい。ね。
美味しい。
この一言が何よりです。
宮崎さんが作ったんですか？
そうだよ。
嘘。
どうするみんながドキドキしながら。
ラーメンをすすりながらみんな幸せな気分。ずっと険しい顔をしていた安藤さんもほっとした表情。峠を越えられたのは監督やジブリスタッフたちの土壇場を乗り切る時の持ち前の明るさ。
Sorry, I could not get it to work. Hello, good morning. We off to a very spastic start. I should have set up last night, but I did not. And here we are. Hello. I have materialized. Truckin' was good. Shout out to Trucker Midnight for his wonderful stream. He did a great job. Yeah, more night content to come, I'm sure. What's going on? What's the deal? It's like if you move too much, you can freeze it. I don't know. We're boiling water for coffee. I hope you're having a good morning. It's very overcast here, and so my contrast on my webcam is a little weird. So I look a little bit like a ghost, but maybe that's fitting for the holidays. Good morning, Cursed Synth. We are hanging out. I'm still getting set up, so you'll have to bear with me. I guess, what's the best order of operations here? clicking around. Yes, we must open Photoshop. We're going to be in we're going to use Adobe Photoshop all day today. We are going to make our image prettier. We are going to argue about pastries more. We're going to do all the good stuff. I'm going to turn my mic up just a little bit. It is a beautiful October morning here. It is completely gray in every way. Where'd everything go? What just happened? Oh, I opened Photoshop, right? This is good. We want to do this. Okay. Yeah. Do you want to see... Bear with me. I'm so sorry for this. Whoa, I've lost an arm. Yes, it is. I think it's getting darker even. Here, give me a second. We're just taking it slow today. We're goofing. Well, it's very strange. Doesn't matter too much, I guess. Anyway, today's a big day. Today is yet another attempt to defeat the undefeatable coffee tier or pastry tier list. If you can't tell, I just woke up. But it truly is great to be here. I love doing this. And I feel pretty good. I didn't sleep very much. I did that weird stream last night, which I hope to do more of, for sure. I'm about to grind some beans. Perfect. A perfect 18 grams. That's what we're doing, Chris. That's what we're attempting to do. We may fail in our attempts. No, we don't grind. We're only in it for the story. Yes, it's time to grind. Maybe there's a way for me to zoom in on the list. I want the people. We're just gonna hang out with the singular, like the isolated toast, the humble toaster pastry. This is our grind screen. We will now grind. We've done it. We are that much closer to that coffee we know and love. Okay. I need to go get the boiling hot water that we will use to finish our coffee. Yeah, I wish I had more, I don't know, in-class assignments for you here. We will simply where needs the most attention? Yeah, I don't know. Ponder these. Form opinions about, I don't know, punch roll and Pagasha and Runeberg Torta. I need this on my desk by 5 p.m. That's perfect. No, yes. We're gesturing for jesters in here. Okay. I'll be right back. I'm a ghost. We've found some, we have some, we've made some findings. Oh no, I don't have the funnel. I'll be right back. Yeah, I would say we've found a lot of like tasty looking pastries, and we've found we found pastries of every quality. I mean, we have 6 tiers. Our list has changed a lot. Right. Yes, definitely. That's the thing, is like many mid and even low tier pastries look really good and are probably great and might even be a favorite of a viewer. And so I can only hope that my audience is merciful in their evaluation of my work. Few pastries look bad, but a non-zero amount, more than 0 pastries look bad. We will now brew coffee. I wonder, I just do not have a way to show you. I need to make a little platform maybe. Yeah, exactly. Okay. I'm going to zoom out. Pale. We have Pale in the chat. So nice to see you. I mean, it's so nice to see everyone. It's nice to see Stone after a couple missed episodes. Nice to see everybody. This is like one of my favorite things. I feel very lucky to be able to do this. It is an honor to descend into the pastry dimension for the betterment of the people. Good morning, Greg. I know you've been in here, but I did not say good morning. I don't think it's important to say good morning. That's very cool. That is extremely cool. I'm checking my emails. Give me a second. I have so much stuff on my desk right now. I bought a really big desk because I was like, I want an optimal workspace. And the really big desk has just enabled me to load it up with stuff. When it's clean, though, very optimal workspace. I think my cats are chasing a bug. There's a sound they make that only happens whenever they're chasing a bug. And I just heard it from across the apartment. Okay, we're about to get into it. Yeah, so to recap, to tell everyone the story of pastries, we have gotten all of them. We have taken an enormous unsorted list of pastries, and well, it was sorted, but it was sorted alphabetically. So it was not sorted by quality, and we are attempting to sort it by quality, and we have gotten very far. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yes, exactly, Stone. It's the play. And there's a lot of joy in it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't hate it. We have just finished pouring our coffee. Oh, where does this one go on? I have like cleaning supplies. I don't know. Why are they over here? I don't understand. Who did this? Me. Okay. Yeah, I feel that. Dining rooms are hard. You have to I don't know. Rarely does a dining room end up being I mean, maybe for most people it doesn't, but for me, in my experience, I've had trouble. Oh, I'm so loud. Sorry. I've had trouble getting a. It's early. I've had trouble getting a dining room to be a dining room for me. Usually ends up being a weird stuff room. Okay. It's time. Let's get into it. How do we feel about toaster pastries? No one has given me a straight answer. I think maybe we definitively put them in S, actually. Which is funny that S is below A. I just realized that. So yeah, this is a Wolf Cola system of the top tier is P, and then the rest of them spell pastry. And then I believe there's a acronym for it, though I don't know. I don't know what it means. That is up to us to figure out. And we will clean up some of these images, but that is not how we're going to spend our time together. That can just be homework for me. I don't know. I guess one way we could approach this is taking the stuff on the margins and putting them inside the pyramid, and then arguing about it there. But that spells pasty, Chris Barnes. You need a R in there. Pretty close. But I am definitely taking submissions. Give me a second to respond to a message. Yeah, get him out of here. Mods. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked, lost in the winding world of email. Okay. We are now going to argue about these pastries, of which we do not remember too much. Oh, you know what we can do? Here, watch this. This is what we did last episode, is we referenced the list a lot. That's really good. Best chat. I feel very lucky to have my good chat. Y'all are funny. Okay. It is time. We have the web browser right here. Where is it? Yeah. Great. Okay. So we will use that to... Oh, no. That's strange. So when it's off, you can see it. Oh, no, that's just... Okay. We're learning. Every time we use this program, we learn. Yeah, so I am going to form opinions rapidly. It is. I wish you could set your watch by it. It would say it would be atypical for my general functionality level to be able to set your watch by it. But we did a good job of getting out of bed today, especially after a late night. So we are celebrating with a pastry stream. And so I'm going to form opinions now about Pagasha or Pagasa maybe. I'm not even sure. Yeah, I do not remember it. So we are going to find it in the list, which seems like a good way to do this. And then we will reform opinions about it. So off we go. We could get a pog in the chat for Pagasa, maybe. It's a puff pastry eaten in Albania, Bosnia, and Herzegovina. Is this updated? I mean, it would have to be, right? I don't know. For some reason, I was like, maybe that changed. Anyway, Bulgaria, Croatia, Montenegro, North Macedonia, Serbia, Slovenia, Hungary, and Turkey. So this is a pastry that exists all over the Balkans. It's savory. It's filled with sour cream or feta cheese in Turkey and Bulgaria. It is considered a particularly delicious specialty. Well, that is very hard to argue with. It seems to come in a couple different shapes, but it's structurally the same. It's not that good. Oh, you're talking about your thing. No, that's awesome. Yeah, you shouldn't care. You should care that you, in the good way, that you did it. Go get them. Was that for school? Some have a scone-like consistency. Yeah, they're filled with the good stuff, such as cheese. A very good thing for a pastry to be filled with. Sometimes they have meat. Sour cream is pretty sick. Okay, well, this is a heavy hitter. We got to find some pictures. I think because it's Balkan, it's going to be Pagasha. I think that's I do not know their alphabet, but I'm pretty sure it's just Sha. Yeah. It these aren't filled with anything. This just says homemade bread. Is this a language thing? I think we might have to type in pastry. Yeah, I mean, if the people love it, it seems very doughy, very pastry-like. I think I want to give it a high score. What do you think? Does anyone object to scoring this one highly? If it is a revered pastry of the Balkans. It looks pretty good. I'd eat it. This one's in a cute little circle. Score it. We will. We're going to send it straight up. Straight to the big leagues. We are still learning how to use a computer. All right. Come here, you pastry. Where to, ma'am? I think I want to give it an A. If it's like considered especially delicious in its regional location, yeah, I see no real reason. Let's see what neighbors it would have, though, because I think that's another good way, because we can compare it ruthlessly to the other pastries that exist around it. Yeah, I think it could just go right next to Zeus Bolus. I mean, maybe it's the cherry pie of Hungary or Bulgaria. But then is it crazy to put a Berliner underneath it? You know what I mean? Like, I think the Berliner has had a larger geographic dispersal. So I don't know. Maybe we should just make the A tier smaller and increase the S tier to include... Did I not? Turkish, maybe? I'm forgive me if I made a grave geographical mistake. Right. But it still seems... I do not know how to solve this problem of things being good in S tier and then just deciding that things are like making pretty subjective calls in what goes into A and which goes into S. That's sick. Congratulations. Crowd insults Zeus Bolus. I know so little. If you want to go off about it, we all would be interested. So please do not hold back on the facts about the Hungarian language or your wife's experience with the Hungarian language. Yeah, that's a good move, Greg. Definitely lord it over us that you have not had many of these. I mean, I think a majority of these we have not tried them, any of us. So I don't know. Yeah. It's right here. We're very close to it. I just saw it. Right here we got a wife cake. Oh, you guys might not be seeing this. Oh yeah, you do. Okay, good. Yeah. It's called a wife cake because the guy who invented it, actually his wife invented it, and he said my wife invented it. And so instead of calling it like whatever her name is, it's just, wife cake. But anyway. Yeah. Oh, that's actually really interesting. Good luck, Greg. You can, best of luck. 10 years is a long time. Good morning, RB. Don't need okay. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, absolutely. You can crack open a beer at 3 p.m. on a Saturday and walk around your house pretending to fix random things, just like hold a screwdriver. What does Runeberg Torta, what is its wife significance? What are we doing? I got so lost. I have this penchant for losing my train of thought. Yeah, basically, like, do you think a Berliner really deserves to go all the way down here whenever it's like an internationally loved pastry? But yeah, no. Stop that. Don't do that. If I did that, it wouldn't be funny, but you do that and it's funny. Yeah, no, Greg, tell me. I need someone to tell me. Let's look at a Berliner. Stop it. Stop it. Stressful that y'all can make that funny. Okay. We're going back. Yeah, absolutely. For a second, I wanted to be like, Greg, that's not funny. Just like make it not funny when Greg does it. I'm looking for a Berliner. One Berliner, please. Yeah, these look so good. I think a Berliner is probably A tier. The John F. Kennedy urban legend. Did I tell you my conspiracy theory? I mean, that sounds great. Yeah, no, donut shops, like a quirky donut shop, loves to use bacon. Absolutely. The donut shop and chicken sandwich place that I worked at briefly in college had a Elvis where it was like peanut butter, banana, honey, and bacon. But anyway, my conspiracy theory is that he did say it. Again, here they were like, where is it? I'm not actually reading it. I'm glazing over. Yeah, exactly. Like here, there's like a little note that says like, but he actually did say it right. I don't think he did. I think this is rewriting history. I haven't looked into it at all, but I think that'd be really funny. Cider donut sounds amazing. I laid down this like really nice. I don't know what kind of mat is this? An art mat? I don't know. But it's like the kind of thing you would put down to like use an X-Acto knife or something. But it's huge. It's like 3 feet by 2 feet. It's just like a huge coaster. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I could see a cider. Well, let's look at a cider donut. Cider donut. Yeah, those look great. Yeah, there's so much sugar going on here. And then you eat it with a donut. You eat it with cider, but it already tastes like cider. I feel like that'd be a lot of cider. Anyway, cider donut coffee, of course. Cider donut cider, right? Of course that exists. That's cool. Yeah, that sounds extremely good. Okay. I think a Berliner has to be higher. I think it is just a little too loved. What is Advocat? Advocatenborrel. Advocatenborrel. My name is Rod Vacatenborrel. Its origins can be traced back to abacate, abacate, maybe abacate. No idea. An alcoholic beverage of the indigenous people in Brazil, which is made with avocado. Dutch colonials of northern Brazil introduced this beverage to Europe as advocat. The name is short for lawyer's drink. This is the most evil drink that has ever existed. Anyway, just a little colonialism side story. But yeah, I just think that the Danish has to, not the Danish, I'm sorry, the Berliner has to go up. Does anyone disagree? Does anyone have dissenting opinions? Does anyone agree? Does anyone want to tell me I'm really smart? This one has plum jam in it? Oh my god. Sorry, just got really excited. Maybe a Berliner goes all the way up. I don't know. I don't know why I was low on it. I don't know. It's probably, I think it should probably take place next to an eclair. Yeah. Second from the top. That sounds great. I would love to come to Brazil. Brazil seems like a wonderful, beautiful place. There are so many beautiful people in Brazil too. Good God. It is a land of beautiful people, from what I can tell on the internet, which is the only place I've ever been. Okay. We've been live for 40 minutes and we've made like one decision. So we're going to go faster. This is absolutely true. Yeah, every place gets to be like, the place I'm from, beautiful people there. Yeah, in high school I had a friend from Bulgaria, and he was always like, Bulgarian women, most beautiful women in the world. And yeah, I mean, yeah, dude, get them. Okay. Wow, so nice of you, Chris. What's up, Wolf? Don't be sorry. We are going very slow. Okay, let's do the Runeberg Torta now. Everyone, do the Runeberg Torta, the new hit dance. It's going viral on TikTok. It's similar to hitting the whoa. Popular legend says that Runeberg's wife, Frederica Runeberg, created the dessert. Her recipe book from the 1850s has a recipe for the torta, believed to be a variation of an earlier recipe by confectioner Lars Astenius from Porvoo. Sounds completely made up. Or the place Porvoo and Lars Astenius. These are names of pure fiction. It's a Finnish pastry flavored with almonds and arak. I did this I've had this. I went into a bar in Chicago. I was waiting for my friend to show up to a pizza place, and there was a bar next door. I walked in, and it was early, so there was one guy at the bar, and he bought me a shot of arak and was talking to me, and he seemed loaded, like very drunk, and he was telling me that he had been to he had just been to Japan, and he had been to the ritual suicide forest. I don't know what it's called. But he was like, yeah, I just went there and I just got back. And I don't remember exactly what I thought about it other than like, do people go there? I still don't really know. But anyway, I talked to that guy for like 15 minutes and then my friends showed up. But it's made from like cactus or something. Hold on. He was trying to explain it to me. Coconut flowers and sugar cane. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's story time. It's not a good story. No, stop it. Sorry. We're not any closer. I don't remember. I remember not liking it. Like it's not as like sharp as like I don't know. Like, you know, everyone is like Malort is the worst thing you can drink. Malort is a Chicago drink. It wasn't as bad as Malort, but it wasn't like good in any vector. But I also just had a shot of it. Maybe if it's like its flavor profile might fit well in a cocktail or something. Do you like Malort, Cursed Synth? Get a shout out for Malort in the chat. Fair. I am reading the chat to understand the context clues. No. I just saw that. No. It wasn't like that. I was not considering that until just now, but it really wasn't like that. He was just a lonely older guy. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. Malort has a reputation. I usually don't wear my hair like this. I'm trying to feel it out. It's about time for a haircut. Or maybe past due because it's many different lengths. But it also doesn't matter. Also, this is something to celebrate about. I have secured unemployment payment for the next like 6 months, like until March, which is like 5 months. So I was unsure about how I was going to pay rent in like December, but now I know how to pay rent until like March, and so I get to do this. Like I don't have to go to work in any way. Yeah, it's pretty good. What's up, grocery guy? Yeah, continued existence. We love that. Thank you for those pogs. And so, yeah, I haven't really decided. I now, because I was like unsure of what the next step was going to be for me, you know? Yeah, grocery guy. I've been in the same way. I've been in the same position. I worked at a bakery for several years before the pandemic. And so I think the reason, because I think now unemployment payment is a lot lower. With the stimulus, like everyone was eating good, you know? And I assumed after that dried up, I would just be kind of screwed, but I'm still making a livable amount. Like maybe not exactly enough. Like I don't know exactly how I'm going to pay bills, but it's going to be definitely not going to get a job. So yeah. Don't tell the government I've made exactly like $50 off of cable too. They won't even give you the money. So when you run a Twitch channel, they won't let you pay out until you make $100. So we've like slowly been accruing money just like dollar by dollar. But like we're at this rate, it's going to take until like, I don't know, March to get it. And then we'll divide that $100 by like the 8 people who work on cable too. So we'll all get $12. It's going to be great. Okay, Runeberg Torta. We got to figure out how we feel about it. Yeah. One thing about subs that sucks is you give us $5 and $2.50 of that just goes to Amazon. Like Amazon gets half of subs and nobody really thinks about that or does that, but I think that's insane. So I don't know. But also because it's so hard to make money off Twitch, I'm kind of thinking that like, I don't know, it seems crazy to try to make money off of it if it's so hard, and if it lowers the quality of the content, I really don't want to do it, you know? But we'll see. There's like other reasons to subscribe. Like there's all these different little features of Twitch that subscribing enables you to do. So I don't know. Like if you subscribe, you can do the emoji. And if you want that, you can subscribe. You also don't get ads if you subscribe to stuff like that. But it's been a learning process. We're still relatively new and figuring out what we're doing. But anyway, that's a little catch up on how Cable 2 is doing. We will now decide the fate of the Runeberg Torta. Don't be sorry. No. See, yeah, Pale, I was thinking about that. And then, because like some Twitch channels, podcasts, other things do is you run a Patreon and then like you put the Discord like for Patreon members only. And like that way the Discord is a more like a serious exclusive group. But that's really for communities that are like focused on like some kind of work, you know, like when there's a content creator who is like, I don't know, doing some kind of like video game design or some kind of professional skill that you actually care about and like you want to know how they do it more, maybe for a professional reason or for just because you're interested. Cable 2 is like, you're watching me do this. I feel weird enough that there's any money involved. So I don't know. I think if it gets better, that's the other thing is like we spend more time offline than on still, you know? Runeberg Torta is cute and cool and maybe someone's favorite thing. Pretending to give away money on Twitter. I love that. Yeah, so Noel, I guess if we're going to keep talking about it, I think my vision for it personally as one member of this group is to yeah, just like steadily increase the quantity and quality of the content, and then whoever shows up shows up. And I think it could, right, like grow into a good amount of people. Um, we're setting everything up for that kind of growth. You know what I mean? Like we're definitely not setting ourselves up so that if it approaches, like if we end up growing like a lot more than where we are, we're set up to handle that pretty well, I think, like with the way we've designed the Discord and just like how we run things logistically. So anyway, Greg, do you want to mail me a coffee mug? I'll drink out of it. Maybe that's the thing I can set up. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I want. I want a community just so that we can do cooler stuff. That's like my main thing. It would be awesome if Cable 2 made enough money that the people of Cable 2 didn't have to have jobs, but that's just so pie in the sky to me right now. I think it's much better to focus on just making cool stuff. Like Truck Stream last night was really cool. If anyone wants to make late night content, you should talk to one of us. I would love to just every night from like midnight to 4 a.m. just have something weird. Goals. I think this is... So what are we going to do whenever S tier? I have this like philosophical problem with A and S. Yeah. Get 'em, Wolf. Greg, maybe that's you. You're a college student. You can stay up late. But so S tier is going to have cooler pastries than A tier, I think. Because I think we are splitting them as like, I don't know, like this roti tissue is like one of my favorite on here. It's just like this really thin kind of sweet paper, piononos and stuff, just like like cool things. I don't know. There's some really inventive ones down here that are, like jalebi and stuff. And like, I guess they don't belong up top because they're like probably not as beloved as a kolache or an apple pie, but they're definitely cooler. Yeah. What's up, Me3? So what should I do about that? That's cool. I don't know anything about the Dutch. Every time I read something about the Dutch, it's like a new wrinkle. I know so little about just cultures in general, I guess. I've learned a lot through pastries, honestly. My brain is growing by doing this. So I think it's fine. I think this kind of setup where slightly irreverent pastries that are maybe slightly less beloved are tier 3 instead of tier 2. We'll roll with it. We reserve playing the Reply Guy anthem for when the Reply Guy beats me at chess. That is when that song gets played. I think it's important that lattice goes fairly low, even though it is a beloved component of beloved pastries. It is merely a component, and so that's why it's going. It's interesting that it's its own... So I think we throw it down here with the mid-tier. We also need to decide colors. Does anyone have any like opinions about the colors of these things? And then also, so the orange and the blue are the mid-tier. And well, I guess there's 3 mid-tiers. Yeah, okay. I like that. I guess we can take a break and do that right now. They're fairly striated, so I think we'll get some good outcomes. Are you ready? You ready, world? Why isn't it doing it? This is how you do it, right? I even know the hotkey for it. I do this a lot. Oh, it's not doing it at all. It's so strange. Maybe that's not the right... No, it is. Oh, it's because I had a selection. Sorry. We're learning how to use the computer. Gnarly, we found a setting that just kind of flipped them. That's interesting. Yeah, much to think about. We'll come back to it. I kind of like our setup. No, it's good. Don't feel embarrassed. It was good. I couldn't understand the words, I don't think. But the overall feel of the song was very good. If I could consistently make stuff that vibey, I would load up a SoundCloud. Yeah, but it was still cool and good. I wish we were that cool. That's what I was thinking about last night with doing the truck stream. Is like, I don't know. It felt good to get a little weird with it. Like at like 2 or 3 a.m. we hit a really nice stride. And it felt good to get a little weird with it and a little unconventional. So I hope to continue that. I don't want to be like confrontational necessarily, but I like the idea of, I like when art is confrontational. And I like the idea of a Twitch stream that is hard to parse, but I think also it's hard to retain viewers whenever you're making stuff that's like borderline insane. So I'm constantly trying to decrease my insanity meters, my insanity levels, so I can participate in society, but it's also really fun to be insane. So yeah, the balance. Exactly. Everyone knows the balance. Okay, we're going to look at OTAP again, OTAP, and before we banish it to the bread zone, let's make sure it's just bread. Oh, I just saw your messages. That's not what therapists do. Is that what you think therapists do? The game is not set to truck in. What are you talking about? It is. We're going to leave it. We're just going to go with it. I hit update information so many times. I did that right. What is is the title correct? Yeah. Thank you, therapist. But I'm going to get back on task. We are looking up OTOP. OTOP pastry. Oval-shaped puff pastry cookie from the Philippines. Seems kind of street food. Yeah, look at this. Okay, first things first. For non-Filipinos reading this, the O in OTOP is pronounced oo, no, as in book. Book. The A in tap is the short O as in top. Atop. This is a computer program. Is what I just realized. Or it's a computer language. Never mind. No, it's not. They tricked me. I thought... we're learning how to read. No, this rules. This is incredible. Atop is a food item. It's near oval shaped, about 4 to 6 inches long, 2 inches wide. It has a surface that looks like it was crumpled before it was baked and is sprinkled with white sugar. When one starts to take a bite, a top easily breaks up into small crispy crumbs at the point of contact with the offending teeth. At the point of contact with the offending teeth. Okay, so it breaks up. It litters the floor where you eat. It takes skill to eat a top without causing heartbreak to one's house help. Wow. Heartbreak to one's house help. A top plus plus is definitely a band camp out there. Children in particular love a top plus plus. If you're not a child anymore, you'd like to become one the moment you taste them. Thank you, Oliver Nunez Jr. You were doing such a good job. Yeah, I don't know. I think even though it has a lot of personality, I still think it's going to go fairly low. It's like a cracker cookie, right? I think that is what low mid is built for. This osmanthus cake, osmanthus. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, processed pies. Very bad, very good. I get it. It's like a quickly made donut. Very bad for you, but very good. We are trying to open the web browser again. There we go. List of pastries. Our home website. The most visited website. We're going to osmanthus cake. Osmanthus cake. Where did it go? It's not here. That means it's under a different name. It's a Chinese pastry made with rice flour. Oh, yeah, I remember this because we looked at osmanthus. Don't know how to read IPA. And I was like, I've never seen this. I remember being on this page. Anyway. It has crystal clear, sweet, and soft, waxy characteristics. It's just so unique. I don't want to just immediately banish it for being different, you know? But I think that's exactly what we'll do. Okay. Let's grab it. And I think we're just going to put it lower mid. If anyone has had this, please tell me if I'm wrong. Me3, do you think it's going to be good? Yeah, I cannot project onto it. I think it would be wrong of me, which is maybe why I shouldn't put it down, you know? I don't see scoring it higher than mid if no one has had it, and it also is just very different from our definition of a pastry. You know what? Let's do it. I think it looks cool. I'll put it mid tier. I think this like standard. Oh no, we lost the name of our standard spit cake. Okay. But I think the more boring spit cake is going to go low, and there's a more exciting one that's going to go high. Higher, at least. Okay. We're making progress now. This Brutaboni, I feel like I bet it's good. I could probably eat an entire stomach full of them. I'm gonna go mid just because if they're good, maybe they go up. I think maybe what's gonna happen is more things belong in mid, and we'll bump some things up to top mid. Again, I think we're gonna have too much space up here. If you'll notice, we're just gonna have a bunch of space. So we're gonna have to resize, I think. And maybe that's a job for me to do in my own homework. I'm so sorry. I missed so much chat. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, that's how I feel as well. So, how are we feeling about the general geometry of what we're doing? I think maybe we can resize the tiers, and that will fill everything. I think we have a good size. I think the upside down triangle is still a good form for this. I just think our current setup of it is not exactly what we're trying to do. Sorry, I'm hyper focusing on my web camera. Okay. We're going to keep going. Kui Bahulu, I don't remember, so we're going to go investigate. It's funny how these just do not stick in my head. There's just so many of them, right? Where's it at? Yeah, there we go. Similar to a Madeline, which I'm sure I've had. I just don't remember. Well, see, Chris, we were talking about that. That this is the thing about. Yeah, I don't know, actually. That's what we started off like that. I don't know. Sorry, I pulled it back up here. We can talk theory for a second. Yes, I think it makes more sense. No, I don't know. Really, it probably should be a square or rectangle. And then it's just different zones with no added weight or difference. I think the upside down triangle is purely cosmetic. I think it is just a cool shape. It does not imply that there are more at the top than the bottom. If you'll notice, the top layer is probably the smallest by surface area. We just picked a cool shape. We could maybe make it a cinnamon roll and make it spin into the middle or something. I think I'm a fan of the upside down triangle. It looks cool and weird. Yeah, I think it's neat. And again, I'm thinking about putting this on a shirt. I think it might be cool to have on a shirt. I might just do a little spreadshirt thing where, it just whoever buys it gets one, and it prints exactly as much as is bought or whatever. A Mobius strip. I like that. A Tesseract. Yeah, no, I mean, it's so hard to describe that it does feel like we're taking a snapshot of a four-dimensional shape. But, yeah, sorry, I'm checking my emails. Okay. Yeah, I like it. I'm into it. I really wish I had an opinion about. Okay, no, that's up to discussion, Defoehead. I was really curious about what y'all thought would be. I mean, what would people actually buy? You know, and it's just for like what people actually want. If nobody wants this, like, no issue. Like the only thing gained would be like, you know, things we actually want. And I think eventually this image is gonna look really cool. I think it's already starting to look cool, and it's up to us to make it as cool as we want it to be. And so I have some ideas for what I think like is going to finish the image, you know, like maybe like if we actually make this an acronym, we'll have like the definition of each letter, you know, and then some maybe a title, or maybe less information is better. I don't know, but we'll figure it out. Yeah. I want a Rev Girls zip hoodie with just the logo, just kind of like on the chest. I think that'd be really, really sick. Kind of scene, right? Yeah, we'll figure it out. And then maybe a coffee.sip coffee mug, which I need to get a logo done, I guess. We'll work on it. We'll figure that out. We'll make a little. I mean, this is a great thing to talk about in the Discord. And if any of you watching are not in the Discord yet, it's a good place to go for talking about stuff like this. Yeah, some kind of mug. Maybe a Cable 2 mug instead of a coffee.sip mug. But yeah, we'll figure it out. Yeah. I mean, like a warp zone merch, Maiko's head on a sticker, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, so much stuff. Anyway, I wouldn't stop you. Get that bag, Greg. Go make some money. You can use it to buy that cider donut you want or whatever. Okay, I'm getting back to work, or else we will never finish. It would be kind of funny if we never finished. Kind of feel like this is my fate. So a punch roll. Yeah, I think our mission for today, we have an hour and a half left. How you don't even know who I am. Punch rolls are very cute. I remember being enamored with their quirkiness. Good job, Noel. Probably. I mean, like, people come in and out. We're all jesters here. But yeah, it looks like a transistor, or a resistor, I mean. In other places, it's called a tree trunk, which is very cute. The Dutch variant is called a little marrowbone. That's pretty cool. Yeah, look at it. It's a different color. Well, they're cool. This one has bacon around it, I think. Whoa. So crazy. Okay. I have no idea. How would you rate this? Has anyone had this? Excuse me. Is this good? Does anyone know? Wolf, we're always glad to have you. Wolf is a super fan, I would say. I think a punch roll is going to go... I think a punch roll has enough cool, quirky qualities to go into S tier with the other cool, quirky pastries. Yeah, right next to a Runeberg torta. I think that's actually a great place for it. Maybe these things will eventually go into a the second tier. Maybe we combine the two top tiers or something, kind of reshape this. I could see that happening soon. But until then, have a good shower and walk, Greg. I hope that works out for you. I hope it's not cold over there yet in wherever you live, international waters. Greg lives on a boat because he's in the Navy. A Simla. What do we think a Simla is? I can already tell by how a Simla looks that it's going to go over here, I think. I think for now, stuff that looks good that could arguably be A or S tier, we're going to put together, and then we'll get it figured out later. Mary Girl Cake. That's so good. Let's revisit Mary Girl Cake. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. That's okay. We're already back. It's a traditional Chinese pastry used as a wedding gift. So it has a role in as a gift in the wedding ceremony. The giving of the wedding cakes by the bridegroom shows that he is respectful and takes his vows seriously. Pretty cool. The bridegroom sends them to the bride and her family after the engagement. This remittance of the big gifts seals the engagement. Really cool. I wish the world stayed at this level of culture and did not invent Twitch.tv. But we must press on. So it's very cool. I think it's taste as a pastry. I'm unsure of. I feel like maybe it has a different name. Dowry cake, Chinese dowry cake. They're very cute. This one looks like a tennis ball. That's cool. I'm going to make a note of that. Thank you, CB. Bookmarked. Okay. Where are we going to put Mary cake? Mary girl cake. What do you think? I think it can't be this high. I think it's got to go down a bit. I think it's very cool. I think it's coolness. I think it's second or yeah, mid or lower mid for sure. Maybe we could combine these if we really wanted to. I think we could. I like the 6-tier system because it looks cool though. So I don't know. Yes. Yeah, I would agree, Wolf. So we'll average it. We'll put it S. It's really cool. We reward pizzazz here. I think pizzazz should be rewarded. It's our list, and we're gonna reward pizzazz. Yeah. Oh, it smells pastry. Yeah, exactly. Wolf Cola is the only W tier user of Cable 2 in a tier of her own. So, Kui Bahalu, I think, roughly as good as a Madeline, which I don't know where I would put here. I'm going to leave it on the borderline between S and T. We'll just stick it in T for now. We're just trying to get things, initial resting places before we move them around. It's not good or bad. It's W. Sham rolls are the same as cream horns and torpedoes. It's funny for something to be represented so numerously. And I keep putting them over here because they're cool, but they're not. They're inventive, but I don't think they're beloved. I mean, they're probably beloved, but they seem decidedly mid. Crustule goes down. It might even go lower. I think we're gonna put it mid, just because it's not exciting. Yeah, can we get some W's in the chat? W is for win, as well as Wolf Cola. Yeah. Good W's, everybody. Prekmerska Jabonica. Anybody remember this? Anybody had this? I think this one had a different name that was more recognizable. I could be wrong. It's a type of Slovenian jabonica, which is a Balkan pastry dish. It's the national specialty of Slovenia. I remember that. Well, it looks great. Kind of looks like a cake. What's up, K? K is comboing off. How do we pronounce that? I think I've tried it before. Whip. Okay. I think this is good. The unique sweet meat. Strange word. Shows the variety of agriculture in this region. Oh, they're talking about the stuff in it. Apples, raisins, quark fillings. Very cool. I just need better pictures. Show me some more pictures so I can decide how good it is. So they all kind of look the same. They all kind of look like cake. You eat it with a fork, kind of no matter what. looks good. I don't know. It is hard to say. How are we feeling? I think it's got to go. It's a borderline AS. I'm going to put it in S. But it's beloved. And we have so much space in A. I think we're being a little stingy. This is what I keep going back to. I just think we're being stingy. I'm going to put it in A as a reminder because I know I'm going back here and I'm going to deliberate a lot about A and S. I think off stream I'm going to reorganize a little bit. Like the spacing of the tiers and stuff like that. Maybe adjust the size of the triangle a little bit so that stuff fits a little better. Yes. Muchinichi Moldoveneshti, our longtime friend. We never really figured out what to do with Muchinichi Moldoveneshti. It looks like bread. That's just bread. It's a Dutch letter. It's a Dutch letter. It's a Dutch letter, Jerry. Okay. I'm not cold yet. I get to wear a light jacket still. But soon it will be very cold. Okay, so we can throw Muchinichi Moldoveneshti down to the pits because it is just bread. It is like a pretzel. It is okay to be a pretzel. Some people love pretzels. Some people's favorite thing is a pretzel. But it's just bread. Might be good bread. It's just going to be lower mid. It's okay to be lower mid. There's lots of other breads in lower mid. It's good to be near your friends. Muchinichi Moldoveneshti. Similar to Zeus Bolus in how fun it is to say. I live in a... I'm going to try to pronounce everyone's misspellings of pretzel. That was started by my friend Dakota, which I think is very funny. That one that Wolf said is Peter Zetzel. Peter Zetzel. Peter Zetzel. Me 3 pouring a cup of coffee. Me 3, how do you prepare your cup of coffee? What's a pastry heart? Is this more complicated than it seems, or is it just normal? I would love to have some coffee talk. Oh yes, this is similar to the I always forget what it's called. The crinkle. Whoa, what's a Texas hot? A chili dog. Excuse me? How did we get here? A regional dessert item found in Buffalo. Yeah, I mean it's puff paste. Grape pie. What's going on? Loganberry drink? What is that? These are like Buffalo things, I guess. A garbage plate. Any combination of home fries, macaroni salad, baked beans, or French fries. This is a red hot garbage plate. Shout out to Buffalo for being a very normal place. Have a good day, Sheeta. I hope you GL and HF. Incredible. It's a Rochester thing? Okay. I've been to New York for like half a day. And it was NYC. It was not a place like Rochester or Buffalo or Albany. I've never been upstate. A St. Louis slinger. Yeah, okay, so another thing is, what are we going to do when we're done with pastries? This is something we could decide as a group. We could take a break from tier lists and, go back to just watching me do stupid stuff on the internet. We could jump back in straight into it. We could use this momentum to start another tier list, maybe a shorter one, maybe not a shorter one. I don't know. We could just vibe. I kind of like that. We can look at images of surfboards and stuff. We can decide what is the best image to put on the bottom of a surfboard. Things like that. Okay, pastry heart, you're going lower mid. You're just not exciting to me. You do not stimulate me. Your regional cuteness definitely is commendable. Okay, that's a great answer. Flying around the internet. Okay. The body of a seal. Okay. I'm into that. Sorry for making everyone look at this image for so long. Didn't realize I was idling on the worst picture on the internet. But anyway. It does say the Western New York area, so okay, anyway. We are Oh yeah, I mean, I would love a garbage plate as well. I do not want to subject people to gross pictures of food if they don't want to see it, but we are looking at a lot of food today, so you should expect that. But anyway, I went on that digression to say that if we do another tier list, we can decide together what it is going to be, and that's pretty good. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, who was on the surfboard? None other than Bowser, the Koopa King himself. Okay, we are making great strides today. We have so few left to place into the place. Nun's Puffs, Moorcop, Maltese Pasties. Anyway, Nun's Puffs, we are revisiting. This has a funny story to it. One of the more perverted ones. It is funny that there is a section of these that are perverted. Are they good though? They're just kind of like donuts, right? Light, airy dessert pastry. I bet they're pretty good. Originally from France. I'm not sure who named it. Yeah. The French named it "Farts of Religious Sisters." Incredible. Okay. Anyway, I bet they're pretty good. Jesus, every time. Okay. We're going to throw them, upper mid. I think they have earned that spot through quirkiness. Everyone's like you're playing an icebreaker game and everyone has to name their favorite pastry, and this is like the only one you can think of, and you're like desperately trying to think of another pastry. You stammer out cinnamon roll, but the guy before you said cinnamon roll, and so everyone's like, oh well, he already said cinnamon roll, you gotta say another one. And you die. Okay, we're looking up a Moorcop. It's a cream puff pastry. We can just put it next to the profiterole. I do not know how to pronounce this. It's French, but it doesn't look French. I don't know. Yeah, it's just a chocolate profiterole. 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 Okay. And we put the profiterole, yeah. S. Look. It's even like smaller to show that it's a variation. Oh, that's a Simla. Oh, it's over there though. So close. Look at that. Yeah, I think it's like a little eclair. That's a good way to put it. But the dough, it's not as doughy. I think it's more checking for you. Sometimes it's topped with a slice of tangerine. That's so nice. It's chew pastry, which is I don't really know. Hard to tell. Instead of a raising agent, it employs high moisture content to create steam during cooking to puff the pastry. No idea. It's probably very fluffy. Anyway. Eclair Jr. is probably a good way. Eclair is close to the top. I think Eclair is the barrier between the second tier and the first tier. I think that's what I've decided. It's a polarizing pastry. Yeah, I mean, French pastries are very well represented in the list. Eclair donut hole. Yeah, essentially. Maltese pastis. We gotta figure out what that is. We are going to the list. It's a cheese and pea cake. Oh, it's got ricotta in it. Or mushy peas. Seems so much worse than ricotta. Popular and well-known Maltese food. Should not be confused with the Italian pastis, which is an empanada. A baked turnover with savory filling. Yeah, this one's horny as well. It's a euphemism for the female sexual organ. So, Wikipedia, why are you writing like that? It's funny. Okay. Yeah, I bet it's great. If it's just like a croissant filled with ricotta. Yeah, I'm gonna reward it highly for looking tasty. Here, we can put it and Nun's Puffs together just for making me, as punishment for making me say things on stream that I wouldn't say otherwise. So... Very funny, Kirsten. Yeah, just like a chef with a sense of humor. Burned at the stake. Okay. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. That's fine. We're already back to the web because we need to look up a remonce. Do not know what it is. A creamy combination made from mixing creamed butter, flavored paste, and sugar. So it is something that goes inside of something. In the English language, it is referred to as Lord Mayor filling. Hello, it's me, Mayor filling. Lord Mayor filling. Yeah, so it's just an ingredient. It's probably really tasty, but we will treat all components the same and put them down the list because they are not a complete pastry. I do not think that is rude to do. We are so close. Wow, so close I can feel it. It's only 11. NSF pastry. Rude and unserious. Yeah, I mean, you've got my vote. Your like materials are like a baster. Your promotional materials. It's like you holding a big baster full of Lord Mayor filling, and then your slogan can be like, "Let's fill this town up." I don't know. You can have those ones for free. Okay. Bon pate so. I'm sure I'm butchering that. We will find out. We are on the page for Bon Mi, which is probably a very blessed page. I don't know. Bon pate maybe just exists. Yeah. Under the surface below. Cool. So it's phyllo, pork. Yeah, okay. So it's like a little savory treat. It's an Uncrustable, right? That's cool. Maybe I could totally make this. I don't really eat meat, but yeah, I remember. I'm thinking about writing in Stone Magnet as my vote. I live in a decidedly blue state, so my vote doesn't matter. So it'd be funny to vote for Stone Magnet. And I absolutely would let Stone Magnet run my country. But no. Yeah, so this really good Uncrustable. Where are we gonna put it? I think it's probably really good is the thing. I'm going to put it on the border here and we'll come back to it. No. It's just going to go S. I think it lacks. Man, I really don't know the difference between A and S anymore. Excuse me. It does sound great. I'm going to put it up here because I really don't see any reason why it wouldn't be my favorite thing if I just came across it on the street. But we will press on. We've got very few left to organize. It's just these over here. And then once we're done moving these around, Pano raisins. How do we feel about Pano raisins? Pano chocolate. Pano. I'm from Texas. Where would it go? It's probably great, right? If Pano chocolate is the best version of this, maybe this one is lower. Maybe down here. We'll put it next to a croissant. We'll say normal croissants, S tier. The best croissant, P tier. I think that's a fair way to do it. Where do we want to put mille-feuille? Everybody say mille-feuille. Yeah. I feel like there's probably a pastry in Texas named an armadillo. I don't know what it is. I've never come across it. I've just imagined it, but it probably exists. NSFW. It was a family channel. Yeah, list of fictional pastries. Mike O, what's an armadillo? Tell me what an armadillo is. Describe an armadillo. This is reverse 20 questions. All right, Columpe. Oh, what did I even just do? Mille-feuille over there. Yeah, I mean, that seems fine. Seems like that's where that would go. Okay. These are our last ones. Great answer, Wolf. That's why you're W tier. Okay. Colompe. We will go to the internet and Google Colompe. Yeah. Minced dates with cardamom inside. Incredible. Pistachios and sesame powder. Okay. Out of bounds. And it's decorative. It's Iranian. Okay, yeah, we're scoring it high. I think it's good. It has all the qualities of a good pastry. I feel like some of these over here are not sorted, actually. That's fine. Listen, I don't know where they call you across the pond, but here you're my mom. Picturing like Jack Bauer from 24 talking to his mom like that. Okay, Katab. Armadillo egg. I think I've heard that. We will Google a Katab. Looks great. Looks so good. What's in it? We didn't even look. Almond-filled deep fried pastry. Yeah, I mean, it sounds incredible. Yeah, I mean, we're going to put it right next to the other Iranian one that we just scored highly. Those both sound incredible. I would love to find and eat them. Number one has to be grandma. Absolutely. Yeah, but there's a stress with uncles, for sure. I think there's a stress involved. I don't know. I'm losing focus, I think. I think I've hit my limit. I think we will decide where a macaron goes, and then we will decompress. Macaron is a favorite of people. I think the fact that everyone knows about them, I think they're S tier. I think they're not super good. Would anyone hate me for not putting them in A? I just don't particularly like them. The mum of pastries? The croissant, maybe. I don't know. All right. I think I've hit my limit. So, Eclair. What do we have left to do? I mean, there's this huge empty space, and I think that empty space means our triangle is too big. So I think we need to shrink the triangle, and that will necessarily mean we will have to change the sizes of the tiers. So I don't know. I think I will do that off stream and present to you my newly structured triangle on Friday. And then maybe that'll be the end of it. Maybe by then we will just be making cosmetic decisions and we can just get it looking the way we want it to. And then we'll be done and we can do something else finally. But Yeah. We're really getting there. Look at it. I mean, like, at this point, I think there's probably several ones peppered in here that betray our certain, like, the original logic is not the current logic to the sorting. So I think there's probably some ones that need to be updated. But I like that, Claire. Yeah, I mean, it is up to us. We get to do whatever we want. So, yeah. I think though it will, maybe we will lose one tier in the restructuring, but I think it'll make more sense. I'm gonna try to stick with the upside down triangle as long as I can because I think it looks really cool. And so we will see. Oh yeah, we can't lose it because we'll lose the acronym. Shit. Okay, you're right. We lose the S, so it's PATRY, and we're just like, yeah, it spells pastry. So we'll see. I really like the progress we've made though, and I'm proud of it so far. It feels a little nonsensical at times. This one is blank. What happened to it? The cross jewel just disappeared. I don't know. Oh, there was one that yes, this was the spit cake that we're going to upgrade. This Tridelnik is the cool one of the two. I heard a story about it that made it cool, and I can't remember it, but I remember that it was this one. So we're gonna separate it, and then we're gonna Google it. We're gonna learn a little bit about the Tridelnik. It's a Czech spit cake that is sometimes filled with Nutella, I believe. We're gonna go find it. It's such a funny way to make food to me, just to roll it on a thing. Yeah, Claire told the story. I didn't want to throw Claire under the bus. Roasted over a fire. Yeah, okay. You for no reason. I am a little bit. It's no, I'm I think I'm sharing the joy of I don't know. It's just such a I don't know. It's cool. It's I don't know. I think it's cool. That's all I mean. Yeah. It's all over the place. that rocks. That's me at my. I've worked in restaurants for 10 years, and I feel like I've probably treated regulars with that level of not remembering. Anyway. Just looking for a story about it or something. Oh yeah, we have this great video. And that's it. That's a Tridelnik. So anyway, we like to have fun here. Yeah. I'm trying to stretch this to make it exactly 2 hours. I'm tired. I don't know why I stayed up so late. I just really wanted to stream overnight. I was trying to go as long as I could, and I got to like 4 a.m. So stay tuned for more late night streams and maybe one more pastry stream. Okay, we will be back. I mean, I guess I could keep going. I don't know. We can decide on homework. I feel like we are arguing about what is and isn't Europe in the chat. Something I have nothing to contribute to. Pull up a map. Do you want a visual aid? I have the internet over here. I would think so, grocery guy. I don't know anything though. I will let you. Okay. I'm I'm getting a map for you. I mean, here we'll just type in Europe. This is like a give a mouse a cookie kind of thing. This is like defining a pastry, right? I mean, this has Iceland in it. It has the UK in it. Which countries are the most Europe? We could tier list it. There's EU, R, O, P, and E tier. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like which is the most? I would say. How do we would we say Turkey is Europe? I feel like Georgia is Europe. Yeah, Armenia. I don't know. I feel like maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Anyway. I know so little I can't even effectively make jokes. Anyway, so that's a continent that we have discussed. It is not a pastry, I am sad to say. Every understanding removes our perception energy. Thank you, Chris. Do you have a pastry one? Does anyone want to make a pastry acronym? I know Cursed had one, but I don't remember what it is. So drop your favorite algorithm in the chat, and I will consider it for the final one. I think at the very top, do we want it to have a title? I kind of like that it doesn't have a title because it's such an insane document. I don't know. So things to consider. If you want some kind of a physical version of this, would you rather have it on a shirt, on a coffee mug, whatever? What does the acronym stand for? And what other visuals or visual elements would you like in the image? And we'll figure all that out on a mouse pad. That's great. Yeah, absolutely. Good work, Mike. Tirap with a capital T. Pastries are super tight and really yummy. That one's pretty good. Chris is somehow good at this. Some people just have a brain for acronyms. Just like how some people can rhyme really easily, and other people it just doesn't happen. Not everybody can rhyme, you know? Okay. All right. I've for sure hit the bottom of the barrel with this, and I will see you on Friday where we will dig through the bottom of the barrel. So y'all be good, and I hope you eat a nice treat, and I will see you soon. So